Hello, I'm Carol Stewart, an executive and career coach, founder of Abounding Solutions and author of Quietly Visible, Leading with Influence and Impact as an Introverted Woman. And I coach women who are senior leaders to lead with influence and impact. I chose to challenge the status quo through my work as a coach and as a speaker and as a writer. And I write articles that provoke thinking, increase people's awareness about the bias that exists, about their own biases and that of others, and that engage discussion, thought-provoking discussions. And over the years, I have written many articles that do this. And there's one particular article that springs to mind. And this was a few years ago when the BBC correspondent for South Korea was doing an interview on live TV. And we saw his two small children run into the room. And then we saw a woman run in, stoop down and quickly pull the children out of the room. Now, there was a lot of reports in the media that she was the nanny. A lot of people were talking about how she was the nanny. And that was because she was a woman of Asian appearance. And in my article, I challenged a number of biases, not just the gender bias, but also the racial bias that existed. And I got inundated with messages. The article had read over 127,000 times. There were over 6,000 engagements with the article. And while some people just didn't get it, they couldn't see the point I was making, there were many people and men who contacted me to say how it had made them think, it had provoked their thinking, and they held their hands up and admitted they thought that she was the nanny. But my article had helped them to challenge their views, and it felt uncomfortable, the fact that that was what they had thought. And so my tip to you, if you want to challenge the status quo, use your voice. Now, there are different ways in which you can use your voice. It might be that you are on the front line in a demonstration, a full-on activist. Or if that's not for you, there are other ways in which you can do it. You could do it through your writing. You can write articles that provoke thinking, that challenge the status quo. You could do it through your work. When you see bias, call it out. When you see bias or microaggressions or any form of unfavourable treatment towards women, call it out as and when it happens. Use your voice to challenge the status quo, but find a way to do it that works for you, which is authentic to you, because then you'll feel more confident at it and you'll be more empowered to do it. I chose to challenge.